right between your horse's ears. You need to be able to rub your horse in every direction. See how she keeps wanting to take her head away from me? I keep saying, no, no. If we're going to do this properly, your horse has to accept what you're wanting to get out of your horse. If the horse is not accepting it, then that's the first red flag that you need to say, my horse not getting what I want him to get. So how do I get my horse to act better? And there's a lot of steps, and that's the reason I wanted to bring y'all these horse tips of the month, is to give y'all some of these little tricks to work on, so that when it's all said and done, it's kind of like a chain, and we're putting one link together at a time. Pretty soon we'll have this great big long chain. Right now we have a lot of little links that we are putting together to make a perfect horse. I don't believe there's such thing as a perfect horse or a perfect human. What I believe in is every day we work on it, a little at a time, to be the best that we can be. If you put your best foot forward, then that's the best you can do. And that's all I ever ask out of my clients and the people that show up at my clinics. None of you have to be as good as Ray Hunt or Tom Dorrance. I'm not as good as Ray Hunt and Tom Dorrance, and I never will be. It's the only two masters we have in the horse world, and as far as I'm concerned, it's the only two masters we ever will have. But I try every day to give the best knowledge that I can to my people and to my fans and to the people that shows up at my clinics. And that's what I try to work on every day. And I'm constantly adding little links together to make a chain with my horse. So see, she keeps wanting to take her nose back. So I'm saying, no, bring your head back around. Good girl. She has to accept this. The second thing, I want you to take this hand. This just pulls your bit up and down. Good girl. This just pulls your bit up and down. The next little trick is these two right here. You take your bit, spread it apart, take your thumb, and ask your horse to accept the bit. It will be that easy every time. This right hand just pulls it up into your horse's mouth. This hand, actually your thumb, ask that horse to open his mouth. That's the only cue that this thumb is doing, is asking my horse to open its mouth and accept the bit. When I take it off, I will do the same thing. I'll ask, my thumb will ask that horse to take the bit out of her mouth. Good girl. See there, she wants to take her hand away from me again, so bring that head back. Good girl. Right hand grabs the headstall, left thumb and little pinky spread your bit apart, thumb ask her to open her mouth, right hand pulls it up in. Practice this. It ought to be this way every time. I can get this out of a horse that's never had a bit in his mouth before in his life, and it's this easy for me. Does it work like that for everybody right off the bat? No, it takes a little time of working on it. And I don't just take a horse that's never been worked with and put a bit in her mouth. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying when I get this horse ready for a bit, it's this easy every time. Now, see how long I've held this bit up here with this right hand? It's held pressure straight up on it. I haven't released it yet, so it ain't how quick you can do it. It's how smooth you can do it. The third thing is I want you to take the off ear, that's this ear over here. If you're on that side, it'll be this ear. Take your off ear and put it on first. Don't bend it and twist it and wad it up. That ain't how they like it, okay? All you do is you take that ear, push it forwards, and guide that headstall on there. Then do the other ear, push it forwards, and guide your headstall on there. It's that easy to go on and off. I like to leave my halter on when I'm riding my horses. It just gives me a nice little tool to have when you want to lead your horse. I don't like leading with my bit. I don't like leading with my reins. I know sometimes when you're in the show ring, you don't have any choice. That's just how it's done in the show world. Don't mean it's correct horsemanship part of the deal. That's just how it's done in the show ring. And then I understand that. But when you're at the house and you want to work with a horse that's giving you problems, just leave your headstall on there. That way you can ask to move your horse around, lead it wherever you want to lead it, go through a gate, and you're not constantly pulling on this bit. The bit's not designed to be pulled that way. A bit's designed to be pulled this way. So when you pull back on it, it gives the correct pressure, the correct direction that the horse is supposed to feel the bit. When you're constantly pulling forward, you can see what this, watch the corner of this. This is just a little D-ring. Watch the corner of that. When I pull forward, you see what that does? It's pushing into the top of her nose. It's not designed to do that. It's designed to be pulled this way. So just use this as your lead line. That's what it's for. And use your bit for what it's designed for, and that's for riding. So now we're gonna take the bit off. Back up a little, girl. This ear that's closest to you comes off first. Your opposite ear, off ear, whichever whatever you want to call it, you go right back to this position that I was in. It don't have to be done fast, okay? A lot of times bidding fast creates problems. The slower you go, the quicker you will get to your goals. Then you take this finger, this is your little pinky and your thumb, right down on your bit. You ask it to open up. Very good. We're going back up and do it again. She's dropping her head a little bit and getting out of the camera. We're going back up a little bit so hopefully her muzzle will stay in the picture for us. Ask her head to come to me. This hand goes over her head. Pinky and thumb. Ask it to go in. Do you see how easy that is? One thing that I don't like that I see that this little horse is doing is she's kind of twisting her head up. And that's all right. Accept the smallest try, okay? If you want it perfect the very first time, you're probably not going to get it, okay? So just be aware that it takes time to get that horse to do that correctly. Now you see what her tongue was doing that time? It's spitting a bit out and actually bumping her teeth. I don't like that. This is where the nice and slow comes in. See what she's doing there? So I'm going to take my time and just work with her. Right here. This is all I'm going to do. Good. A lot better. Good. Good girl. A lot of times it's just setting, putting the bit on and off and on and off and on and off. And that might be your lesson, and that's fine and dandy. If you have a problem with your horse and you want to fix that, then that's what we work on, is taking that bit on and off and on and off. Try to do it as smooth as you can. Don't care how fast it is. This ain't a race. We're not trying to do stuff fast. We're trying to do stuff correctly. See, she's trying to spit that bit out on me. I'm saying, no, just wait. You relax. Good.